School, you got to bring your sister because they have to go and work in the fields. So this kid carries his 1-year-old sister everywhere. A lot of those kids don't eat in the morning. A lot of those kids, the only place they do eat is at that school.
I thought going up that mountain, Mary's meals can reach everywhere that there's a hungry child.
Did you see what happens after a simple meal? It just came to life.
Love reaches everywhere.
Parkview Sports Medicine's integrated sports medicine team is built to serve the needs of all athletes in all sports. Our team's only goal is to improve athletes in every facet. PSM offers performance training to help athletes get better on the field, dedicated athletic rehabilitation and physical therapy to help them get better off of it, certified athletic trainers in our PSM schools providing daily support to our athletes, and a specialized orthopedic walking clinic when injury strikes. Call 260-266-4007 to speak to our care navigators or visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com to learn more about what we can do to improve athletes at all levels. Parkview Sports Medicine. Become more. Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express Walk-In Clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Call 260-266-4007 for more information.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express Walk-In Clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Parkview Ortho Express, located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, gives you access to quick care and orthopedic physicians when you need it most. Get x-rays, treatment, and referrals to Parkview Care, all in the convenience of a walk-in clinic. Call 260-266-4007 for more information.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome in Indiana high school basketball fans. SummitCitySports.com. We're coming to you live right here from Northside High School by Hay Arena for tonight's SAC girls-boys doubleheader basketball matchups between the Northrop Bruins and the host, the Northside Legends. First, let's go into some of our sponsors that allow us to do these games here on Summit City Sports. Today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like and follow our Facebook page, Summit City Sports. And be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Kelly Automotive Group is Indiana's #1 automotive group with over 1,000 new vehicles and 500 pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Please visit drivekelly.com. Simple, transparent, reliable. Tom Steel Tire has been servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. They will help you find the perfect tire for your vehicle and other auto repair services like brakes, wheel alignments, and engine diagnostics, and more. Big Eyed Fish has been around the Northeast Indiana for generations. Like their Facebook pages for updated promotions. Enjoy the best fish in town in Fort Wayne and a friendly family environment at the Big Eyed Fish. You're invited to join ProFed Credit Union, where we get to know you to better serve you. Sign up online in 5 minutes or stop by a branch. Join ProFed today. Start owning your financial future at profedcu.org. At Outmiller Contracting, we invest in our customers by providing peace of mind during the entire process from bid to build. Visit OutmillerContracting.com. Summit Volleyball trains and builds the highest quality volleyball players in the area from ages 5 to 18. Our players are equipped with elite-level skills and a foundation of life skills. Jump aboard. Together, we can reach the summit. Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning is dedicated to providing the best possible solution for your home or business. Visit AndersonHeatCool.com. LS Teca Mexican Restaurant has been servicing the Fort Wayne area since 1973. LS Teca Mexican recipes are sure to tantalize your taste buds. Visit LSTecaRestaurant.com. iCryo specializes in whole body cryotherapy, body sculpting, cryofacials, infrared sauna, and compression therapy services. Check out Jalon Smith's signature location on Coliseum Boulevard by Blaze Pizza. At Parkview Sports Medicine, it's game on. We serve every level of athletes with our sports medicine team, including the region's only specialized rehab facility. Learn more by visiting parkviewsportsmedicine.com. Tonight's matchup features the Northside Lady Legends and the Northrop Bruins. Northrop comes in at 6-8 overall, 0-6 in the SAC. Their last game out, they had a low-scoring battle with the Belmont Braves, losing 34-30. A few players to watch for tonight for this Lady Bruins ball club. We have Tiana White. She is a talented senior and the main contributor to this Northrop ball club, averaging 17 points per game and 7 rebounds per game. If they can get her in the game and get her going, this Northrop ball club is scary. Jaisha Scott's another leader on this Northrop backcourt, averaging 4 assists and 5 steals a game. This junior is very talented, so if you are Northside, keep that ball away from Jaisha Scott. Otherwise, it's lights out the rest of the way. Northside comes into this game at 1-16 overall, 0-5 in the conference play. Looking forward their second win on the season, as they have some up-and-coming talented players, starting with number 10, Olivia Jones, number 11, Anaya Woodson, and number 24 is Zara Nakur. They only have one senior on this roster. Yes, I said that right. One senior for this Northside Legends ball club. Number 33, Marissa Kessler. As head coach Michael Wallace looking to rebuild this Lady Legend Ball Club program in his second year under head coaching Northside duties at Northside High School. Well, we're about 6 minutes and 51 seconds from tip-off, so we'll go ahead and take a break. Get back here for some pregame action live here on SummitCitySports.com.
The Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Come see us in Decatur at the 2733 Auto Mall and shop 7 brands in one location. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, to Northside High School, where today we have our doubleheader between the Northrop Bruins and the Northside Legends. Starting off with the girls' game, which will get started around here in about 4 minutes. We'll start off with some girls' action, then we'll go into some boys' action following the girls, as this boys' game is going to be special. They have 2. Northside has Brashawn Bassett. You got Tay Johnson, the leader for this Northside ball club. Then you go over to Northrop. You have Kamani Smith, the head guy at the senior level for the Northrop Bruins, along with Devin Campos, Jaden Smith. He had a big game last time they were out for the Northrop Bruins. So we are about 4 minutes from game action here at Northside High School, as we're looking forward to getting started with this one. Northside looking to get back momentum after their tough loss against Snyder. They lost by 80 points to the Snyder Panthers on, I believe it was Wednesday night. I was on the camera for that game. Northside is just looking to get this program rebuilt. As I spoke with head coach Michael Wallace before this game, and he said he was looking to just get this program going, getting it started, getting the feel for this program as he's getting them with all these talented underclassmen, as it looks like they have 4 freshmen on their varsity roster, which is an amazing thing to see here for Northside High School in the Northside Legends. Northrop is looking to get back on the winning side of things as they took a tough loss to the Belmont Braves, 34-30 on their last time out. Northrop is looking to get going, as if they have Tiana White going, Northrop is unstoppable. Tiana White, Jaisha Scott are 2 big players for the Northrop Bruins, as along with Jasmine Perry. Amanda Thatcher, who I am not sure if she's playing today, as she went down with an injury last time I saw them against the Snyder Panthers. So we will look forward to seeing what's happening with this Northrop Ball Club as we're getting ready to get set here in about 2 minutes. So we'll go ahead and take another break, get back here for some basketball action in the tip, live here on SummitCitySports.com.
About the place that it put us, and the quarantine hit, and we knew we had guys that were going to work hard at home, but just the idea that we could get a lot of them together working hard at a location with people that know what they're doing was really beneficial. And I think, that training did a great job for those guys to kind of get the ball rolling for them, and they came back in the end of June, early July, and it's like they hadn't missed a beat. They were flexible, they were fast, and ready to lift and run and start playing football, so it was a huge benefit for us.
To gain an edge on your competition, it starts with a free one-on-one performance assessment. Call 260-266-4007. Parkview Sports Medicine. Become more.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
Someday, you'll get your knee replaced. Someday, a new hip. Someday can be sooner than you think. At Parkview Ortho Hospital, we want to help you get moving again. So we offer a full range of options for joint pain, including outpatient joint replacements and personalized solutions. It's time to reclaim your life at Parkview Ortho Hospital, because someday is today. Learn more at parkview.com/ortho. Parkview, we believe in.
Welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, live from Northside High School, where today we have our matchup between the Northrop Bruins and the Northside Lady Legends. This game is about 1 minute from tip here as we're getting ready to get set for this game. This is going to be a big one for the Northrop Bruins, as if they get their team going, they are going to be unstoppable, as it looks like Tiana White is sitting on the bench, and she did not participate in warm-ups for the Bruins out there today. So my guess is they're going to start out with their normal starters and try to move deeper into their bench, as Northside, like I mentioned, only has 1 win on the season. They're coming up with a younger ball club. So we'll see what Northrop does here tonight, as Northside, like I said, is getting ready, trying to get on the winning side of things for the Northside Legends. Well, we're about 10 seconds from tip-off, so we're going to go ahead and send it down to our PA announcer for starting lineups and the national anthem live here on SummitCitySports.com.
Principal Dave West and Athletic Director Andrew Klein, welcome to Mahoney Arena, home of the Northside Legends. This evening we present this contest between Northside and Northrop. At this time, we ask that you please stand and remove your hats as we honor our country with the playing of our national anthem.
The Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Come see us in Decatur at the 2733 Auto Mall and shop 7 brands in one location. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news.
And now for our starting lineups. First, for the Bruins. Standing at 5'7", a freshman, number 2, Kendall Thompson. Coming in at 5'6", a sophomore, number 3, Ava Khan. A junior at 5'5", number 5, Jasia Scott. Playing as a senior, standing at 5'4", number 14, Jasmine Perry. And last but not least, coming in at 5'7", a junior, number 40, Anaya Moore. With head coach Kevin Clopton and assistant coaches Kelly McCarter and DeJour Young. And now for your Northside Legends. Coming in at 5'8", a senior, number 33, Marissa Kiesler. Coming in at 5'7", a junior, number 5, Alicia Smith. A freshman at 5'6", number 10, Olivia Jones. Another freshman at 5'8" this time, number 11, Anaya Woodson. And last but not least, coming in at 6'1", a junior, number 24, Zara McClure. The officials for this evening's game are Stephen Betts, Anthony Bowman, and Mike Johnson.
Welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, live from Northside High School, as that was your starting lineups in the books for the Northrop Bruins. You have number 2, Kendall Thompson, number 3, Ava Kane, number 5, Jaisha Scott, number 14, Jasmine Perry, and number 40, Anaya Moore. For the Northside Legends, number 5, Felicia Smith, number 10, Olivia Jones, number 11, Anaya Woodson, number 33, Marissa Kessler, and number 24, Zara Nakor. So, as we are about set, getting ready here for tip live from Northside High School between the Northside Legends and Northrop Bruins, I'm your broadcaster, play-by-play analysis, Hunter Sosenheimer, on the camera with me, Brandon Porter, as we're getting ready for tip, as the ref is getting the ball set, and we are going to get set for here for tip-off at Bahia Arena, home of the Northside Legends. As jumping forward, the Legends was number 24, Nakor. She wins the tip. And number 5, Felicia Smith throws the ball over the head of number 11, Anaya Woodson, and goes out of play. So Northrop will take over on possession. This is Indiana High School basketball. We do play 4 8-minute quarters live here in the state of Indiana, as number 5, Jaisha Scott's bringing the ball up the court. She goes over to number 3, Ava Kane. Kane goes back to Jaisha Scott. Jaisha Scott dribbles it around the timeline as she is looking for an open shot. Instead, she gets a screen from number 2, Kendall Thompson, and throws it away. And going down for the ball for the Northside Legends was number 33, Marissa Kessler. She wins that battle. She gives it off to number 11, Anaya Woodson. Anaya Woodson dribbling, trying to make a move, gives it into Nakor. Nakor goes back outside to number 33, Marissa Kessler, and it's off the back end of the rim. Rebound, Nakor. Nakor goes up for it and is blocked by number 2, Kendall Thompson, and Northrop takes over with possession. Jasmine Perry brings the ball across the timeline. She goes over to Jaisha Scott in the corner. Jaisha Scott has the ball now. She is dribbling around her defender, gets around her, and Jaisha Scott's looking over to Coach Compton for the play, and she gets one. So Jaisha Scott brings the ball. She takes it up the middle and gets the cup and a bucket. First bucket for the Northrop Bruins, opening the scoring, Jaisha Scott. As we have 6:45 left here to go in our first quarter. Bringing up the ball for the Lady Legends was number 10, Olivia Jones. Jones hands it off to Woodson. Woodson dribbles around her defender, gets it swatted by number 2, Kendall Thompson, the freshman for the Northrop Lady Bruins. So Northside will take over with possession at the underneath the basket. Throwing in the ball for the Northside Legends is number 5, Felicia Smith. She goes into Nakor. Nakor goes back to Smith. Her foot was over the line, so that would have been a 2 if it gone in, but it didn't. Nakor gets the rebound, and she is fouled. Foul is on number 2, Kendall Thompson. That will be her first. Northrop's team first. So heading to the line for the Northside Lady Legends is Nakor. Nakor's first one is up and off the back end of the rim. Nakor, talented junior for this Lady Legend Ball Club. She leads the team in points. She will go up for her second here. As it rattles in home. 2-1 Northrop lead. Bringing the ball down the court is Jaisha Scott for the Bruins. Scott gets it across the timeline. She goes guarded by number 11, Anaya Woodson. Instead, she gives it off to number 14, Jasmine Perry. Jasmine Perry goes over to Thompson. Thompson throws up the ball off the front of the rim. Rebound brought down by Nakor for the Lady Legends. Coming down the floor for the Legends now is number 10, Olivia Jones. Jones gives it off to number 1, who is not listed on my roster. Looks like CC Davis. Instead, Jaisha Scott gets the turnover and takes it to the cup. Sorry, number 1, CC Davis has the ball now for the Lady Legends. She gives it off to number 5, Felicia Smith. She goes inside to Nakor. Nakor goes back out to Smith. Back over to CC Davis. Davis dribbles in and throws it into Nakor. Nakor puts up the shot, and it's off the front of the rim. Rebound pulled down by number 5, Jaisha Scott. Scott brings it across the timeline. She throws it over to Perry. Perry in the corner tries to get it into number 2, Thompson. Instead, gets it over to number 3, Ava Kane, and she looked like she got fouled. She didn't step on the line. Foul goes to number 24, Nakor for the Legends. That will be her first, team's first. So Northrop will throw in the ball into the basket. They go out to number 40, Anaya Moore. Anaya Moore goes over to number 14, Jasmine Perry. Perry goes out to Scott. Scott pulls up from 3 and gets it. 7-1, Northrop lead with 5 minutes and 10 seconds here to go in our first quarter. Looks like bringing the ball down for the Lady Legends is number 10, Olivia Jones. Jones hands it off to Woodson. Woodson tries to make a move around her defender. Instead goes to Davis. Davis makes it back over to Woodson. Woodson dribbles around her defender, gets to the cup, and throws it up right over the rim. Rebound pulled down by number 3, Kane. Kane gives it off to Scott. Scott gets it across the timeline. She gives it off to Perry. Perry goes over to Anaya Moore. Moore goes back to Perry. Perry goes back to Scott. Gets the play call from Coach Clompton here in his first year as head coach for the Northrop Bruins. Kane has the ball now. She gives it off to Jaisha Scott in the corner. Scott thought about pulling up from 3, instead goes inside and hits the front of the rim. Rebound pulled down by number 5, Felicia Smith. Smith hands it up to Jones. Jones goes over to Woodson. Woodson turns around, fader, jumper, good. Jaisha Scott has the ball now as a hand in from Kane. She brings it across the half-court timeline. Dribbling, looking for a setup on a play. Instead, she goes inside to Thompson. Thompson flashes Perry. Perry goes up and gets the bucket. Great flash by Jasmine Perry there for the Northrop Bruins. Jones bringing the ball up the court for the Northside Lady Legends. As number 44, Serenity Bragg's going to the scores table for the Northrop Bruins. The court goes up and rebound pulled down by Scott. Scott gets it across the timeline. She goes over to Perry. Perry pulls up from 3 and gets it. What a shot, Jasmine Perry. That makes the score 12-3, and we got a timeout here called by the Northside Legends with 3:29 to go here on SummitCitySports.com.
About the place that it put us, and the quarantine hit, and we knew we had guys that were going to work hard at home, but just the idea that we could get a lot of them together working hard at a location with people that know what they're doing was really beneficial. And I think, that training did a great job for those guys to kind of get the ball rolling for them, and they came back in the end of June, early July, and it's like they hadn't missed a beat. They were flexible, they were fast, and ready to lift and run and start playing football, so it was a huge benefit for us.
To gain an edge on your competition, it starts with a free one-on-one performance assessment. Call 260-266-4007. Parkview Sports Medicine. Become more.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than Summit City.
Welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, live on SummitCitySports.com. Northrop has a 12-3 lead over the Lady Legends as we're getting ready to get back into play. 3:20 left here in our first quarter. Bringing up the ball is number 1, Davis. Davis goes inside to number 23. Looks like Jelia Page, and she puts it up and gets the bucket. Page just checked into the ball game for the Lady Legends. She comes on and gets right into the board. Jason Scott brings the ball across the timeline for the Northrop Bruins. She tries to make her move around her defender, instead hands it off to Perry. Perry dribbling away. She goes over to Kane. Kane, makes a good move around her defender. Tried to go inside to Serenity Bragg, who just checked in also. But instead, battle is fought by number 23, Page, for the Northside Legends. And they get it up to number 11, Anaya Woodson, and she goes off the front of the rim. Bucket pulled in by number 44, Serenity Bragg, for the Northrop Bruins. Bringing the ball across the floor for the Northside Legends as they go out to number 5, Felicia Smith. She pulls up from 3 instead. Rebounds pulled in by Jaisha Scott, and it's a turnover, so the ball will go to Northrop. Bringing the ball up for the Northrop Bruins is Jaisha Scott. Scott hands it off to Perry. Perry gets it across the timeline. She gives it off to Kane. Kane goes back to Scott. Scott thought about pulling up from 3, instead goes to the corner to Perry, who pulls up from 3 and hits the front of the rim. Rebound pulled down by number 5, Felicia Smith. Smith gets it over to Woodson. Woodson gets around 2 defenders, goes up to the cup and gets the bucket for the Northside Legends. Scott has the ball now for the Bruins. She's bringing it across the timeline, getting the play call from Coach Compton, excuse me. And it looked like it went off the defender there, so possession will maintain with the Bruins.
Timeout call.
As it looks like Coach Compton is going to call a 30-second timeout. He'll take a 30-second timeout, so we will take one with him live here on SummitCitySports.com.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union.
Welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, live from Northside High School. Northrop has a 14-7 lead, minute 30 left here in our first quarter. As Northrop's going to look to inbound the ball here as they got a timeout from Coach Compton over there on the sideline. I think he was looking to set up a play, so he did, gives it to King. King goes back to Scott. Scott looking to make a move around their defender, instead goes over to Perry. Perry pulls up with the floater and gets it. What a shot by Jasmine Perry. Beautiful move there for her. As Northside has the ball now. Davis gives it into number 23, Jalea Page. Page goes back out to Woodson. Woodson goes back inside to Page. Page trying to make a move around her defender, instead goes out to Smith. Smith tries to pull up from 3, instead hits the front end of the iron, and rebound pulled down by Scott. Scott bringing it up the floor. She goes inside to number 40, Anaya Moore, and she gets the bucket. 18-7 Northrop lead here with 45 seconds left here to go in our first quarter. As looks like we got a foul on Northrop. Number 44, Bragg, gets the call. That will be Northrop's second team foul. Northrop has the ball, and now they go into, or Northside has the ball, now they go into Nakor. Nakor goes back out to Woodson. Woodson goes back into Nakor, who just checked in, and she goes up for a bucket instead. Rebound pulled down by Jaisha Scott. Scott was looking for Perry, instead hangs on to it. She goes over to Kane in the corner. She pulls up from 3 and gets it. Number 3, Ava Khan. Excuse me, I've been saying her name wrong this whole time. PA announcer corrected me. Ava Khan it is. She pulled up from 3 and got it for the Northrop Bruins. As number 10, Olivia Jones pulled up from 3, way deep from the volleyball line. She goes off the front of the rim. Perry has the ball now. She's got 3 seconds left. So they go over to Bragg. Bragg pulls up from 3, and it hits the back end of the rim and no good. That is the end of our first quarter. Northrop 21-7 lead here on SummitCitySports.com. Welcome back here live on SummitCitySports.com. 21-7 is our score after one quarter. Northrop absolutely dominating this game here with their young squad, as it looks like they're sitting most of their starters, few of their starters on the bench, with Tiana White and Amanda Thatcher are both sitting out for the Northrop Bruins. So we'll get started. Khan will throw it in to number 5, Jaisha Scott, and she will bring it across the timeline to start our second quarter. Khan gets a screen, Scott gets a screen from Bragg. Instead, she goes out to Khan. Khan gives it off to number 5, Jaisha Scott. Scott gets another screen from Bragg. They try to go inside, couldn't get it, so turnover pulled down by number 10, Olivia Jones. Jones is bringing it up the floor. As Paige will get the ball now, she hands it off to number 11, Anaya Woodson. Woodson pulls up with the floater. Rebound pulled down by number 2, Kendall Thompson for the Bruins, the freshman here. She gives it off to Scott. Scott making moves around the floor. She gives it off to Khan. Khan tried to get it over to, who's that over there? Number 11. Khan tried to give it over to Carlise. Instead, it is pulled out to Northrop.
Team 7.
Carliso will throw in the ball for the Bruins. Pardon me if I'm saying that name wrong. Scott has the ball now for the Northrop Bruins. She gets a screen from Thompson, pulls up from 3, and rows in off the front of the rim. Rebound pulled down by number 5, Felicia Smith for the Legends. They go out to Paige. Paige, 16-foot jumper, in and out. Rebound pulled down by number 10, Olivia Jones. Ball goes out of bounds, so north side will maintain possession after that ball went out for Scott. Throwing in the ball for the Legends will be Smith. Smith gives it over to Paige. Paige dribbles it back out. She goes over to Woodson. Woodson tries to make a move around her defender, does, and gets around it and gets the bucket.
2 points in Legends by Woodson, number 11.
Nice move by Elia Woodson as she made a smart move around Bragg and got the bucket. Scott bringing the ball up the timeline for the Northrop Bruins to get the coach call from Coach Clompton. They go over to Khan. Khan goes into the corner for Thompson. Thompson pulls up from 3, rattles off the front of the rim. Rebound pulled down by number 10, Olivia Jones. Jones hands it off to Woodson. Woodson's bringing the ball up the floor for the Legends. She gives it off to Jones. Jones gets left wide open. She didn't pull the 3 trigger. Instead, tries to dribble inside, goes back from deep, hits the front of the rim. Board pulled down by Nakor. Nakor tries to go up again. Instead, rebound pulled down by number 2, Kendall Thompson. Thompson gives it off to Scott. Scott is bringing the ball across the timeline for the Northrop Bruins as they have themselves a 21-9 lead with 5:20 left here in our second quarter. Bragg gives it off to Khan in the corner. Khan pulls up. Rebound was trying to pull down by Thompson. Instead, rolls off her fingers, so north side will take over on possession. Number 1, Davis will check in for the Legends. Also checking in, Kessler. She will check in for Nakor. Davis bringing the ball across the court for the Legends. She gives it off to number 5, Felicia Smith. Smith goes inside to Paige. Paige gets her run. Rebound goes over to Davis. Davis pulls up. Rebound pulled down by Bragg. Bragg gives it off to Scott. Scott will bring it across the timeline as she gets a screen from number 2, Kendall Thompson. Scott goes over to Bragg. Bragg makes a spin move around her defender, pulls up off the back end of the rim. Rebound pulled down by number 3, Khan. Khan goes out to Scott. Scott makes a move around her defender, and she is called for a travel. So Northside will take over with possession. 4:33 left here in our second quarter. Davis brings it up forward, the Northside Legends. Davis goes in the corner to Smith, and it rolls off her fingers. So Northrop will take over with possession. Checking in for the Legends is number 10, Olivia Jones. She will check in for Anaya Woodson, as that is a freshman to freshman check-in with this young squad here at Northside. So Scott will bring the ball up the floor for the Northrop Bruins, one of the only starters in this game for Northrop. Scott pulls up from 3, back into the rim. Rebound pulled down by number 11, Carlisle, and she pulls up, instead is fouled.
Foul on number 1, her first, team's third.
Foul on number 1, Davis, for the Legends. That's her first, team's third of the half. First one is up, rattles off end of the rim, pulled down. Checking in for the Bruins is number 15, Salem. She will check in forward, Jaisha Scott. So now Northrop with all the reserves in, as that second one is up and good for the Bruins. 22-9 lead. 4 minutes left here to go in our second quarter. Davis brings it up for the Legends. She goes inside to Page. Page pulls up, gets it off the front of the rim and rattles home. Kahn will bring the ball up the floor for the Bruins. She gives it off to Salem. Salem goes back to Kahn. Kahn takes it into the rim, rattles off front of the rim, and rebound was pulled down by Salem, and she is fouled. Foul was on number 5, Felicia Smith. Her first, team's fourth. So Northrop will go to the line. Going to the line for them will be number 15, Mina Salem, the sophomore. Her first one is up, rattles off the back end of the rim, and no good. Second one is up and good. So Northside has the ball now. Bringing it up is Page for the Legends. She gets a screen from number 33, Marissa Kessler. They go out to number 10, Olivia Jones. She pulls up from 3, misses. Bragg brings the ball, gets it for Northrop. Oh, she tried to go inside for Salem on a beautiful pass. Instead, it rolls off her fingers. So Northside will take over with possession. Checking in for the Legends is number 11, Davis. She will check in for the only senior on this roster, Marissa Kessler. As Davis will bring the ball up the floor now for the Northside Legends. Number 10, Olivia Jones, pulls up from deep again. That's like her 4th time pulling up from 3, and she is shooting them way deep. Instead, Kahn gets the rebound. Goes up for Northrop. Instead, rebound pulled down by Kendall Thompson, and she puts it in for the Bruins. Olivia Jones goes in the corner to Smith. Smith goes over to Page. Page trying to make a move around her defender. She does. It rattles off the back end of the rim. Rebound pulled down by number 2, Thompson, the freshman. Looks like she was fouled there. Instead, she goes up to Kahn. Kahn goes up to Bragg. Bragg puts it off the front of the rim. Rebound was pulled down by number 15, Salem. Instead, there's a battle for the ball, and possession arrow will go to the Northside Legends. As that was a long battle for that ball there. Instead, Northside will take with the ball. Jones will bring it up the floor now for the Northside Legends, as she tries to go from deep again for her 5th time, and it rattles off the back end of the iron. Rebound pulled down by number 15, Salem. Salem looked like she got pushed around there. Instead, Coach Kevin Clompton calls a 30-second timeout. Parkview Sports Medicine, it's game on. We serve every level of athletes with our sports medicine team, including the region's only specialized rehab facility. Learn more by visiting parkviewsportsmedicine.com. So Northrop has a 25-11 lead here over the Northside Legends here at Northside High School. Once again, after this game, we will sign off and we will get ready for our boys basketball action, as we are going to be looking at some young, talented players. For the Legends, they have Bronte Tate Johnson. He is only a freshman and is one of the greatest freshmen I've seen throughout the area, covering high school basketball and football too. For the Bruins, they have Kamani Smith over there, senior, leading that ball club for the Northrop Bruins. As we'll get back to game action, Salem looks like she'll throw it in for the Bruins. She'll throw it into freshman number 2, Thompson. Thompson was looking to get around her defender. Instead, it's batted away by number 11, Woodson. Great defense there from Anaya Woodson for the Legends. So Thompson will get it back again. She was dribbling hard up the floor. Looked like she had a double dribble there, but did not. It's taken away by number 11, Woodson. She goes over to Jones. Jones rattles off the front of the rim. Rebound pulled down by number 1, Sissy Davis. And it looks like we had a foul on the Bruins. The foul was on number 11. Her first, team's third. Oh, Northrop got caught off guard there. So they go inside to Woodson for the Legends and they get the bucket. 25-13 here, 1:30 left here to go in our second quarter, as Woodson is having herself a great defensive game. She gets a swat, goes up to Davis. Davis tries to put it in. She has too many big bodies around her, so Northrop will pull down the ball. They will try to go all the way across court, and is swatted by Page. Page goes up to Thompson. Or Woodson. Woodson says, if you're going to leave me open, I'm going to pull up from 3, and does, and hits it. Anaya Woodson for the Legends, as we have ourselves a 9-point ball game. Thompson has the ball. She goes in the corner too. Number 33, who is not listed on my roster. I'll have to check that one at halftime. Instead, they go out to number 32, who is also not listed on my roster. Thompson pulls up from 3 and gets it. So the Legends bring the ball to court. Jones goes over to Page. Page pulls up from 3 and hits nothing but the top of the backboard. So Northrop will take over with possession. 28-15, Northrop lead with 29 seconds here to go in our second quarter. As they go into Thompson. Thompson goes back to Salem. Salem brings the ball across the timeline. She goes over to number 11 for the Bruins. That is tipped away by number 10, Olivia Jones for the Legends. So the ball will go to the Northrop Bruins. Here with 20 seconds left here to go in our second quarter. They go into number 33 for the Bruins. She makes a move around her defender, goes up, and it rattles off the front of the rim. Rebound pulled down by Salem. Salem instead, rebound is pulled all the way around. Northrop had the ball, and looks like possession will go to Northside. Coach Michael Wallace, he's not happy with that official, as everybody was getting bumped around there in the middle. So there's 6 seconds left here to go, as number 10, Olivia Jones, pulls up. And will she pull up? She will not. She goes inside to Page. Page gets around her defender, and it just goes up and in, and it is good. The basket counts. So we will head to halftime with a 10-point lead for the Northrop Bruins. 28-18 is our score. We'll be back here with some stats and third quarter action live here on SummitCitySports.com.
We have to do this. A bit of a hill. His mother said, if you're coming to school, you got to bring your sister, because they have to go and work in the fields. So this kid carries his 1-year-old sister everywhere. A lot of those kids don't eat in the morning. A lot of those kids, the only place they do eat is at that school.
I thought going up that mountain, Mary's meals can reach everywhere that there's a hungry child.
You see what happens after a simple meal? It just came to life.
Love reaches everywhere.
Parkview Sports Medicine's integrated sports medicine team is built to serve the needs of all athletes in all sports. Our team's only goal is to improve athletes in every facet. PSM offers performance training to help athletes get better on the field, dedicated athletic rehabilitation and physical therapy to help them get better off of it, certified athletic trainers in our PSM schools providing daily support to our athletes, and a specialized orthopedic walking clinic when injury strikes. Call 260-266-4007 to speak to our care navigators or visit parkviewsportsmedicine.com to learn more about what we can do to improve athletes at all levels. Parkview Sports Medicine. Become more. Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express Walk-In Clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Call 260-266-4007 for more information.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express Walk-In Clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Parkview Ortho Express, located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, gives you access to quick care and orthopedic physicians when you need it most. Get x-rays, treatment, and referrals to Parkview Care, all in the convenience of a walk-in clinic. Call 260-266-4007 for more information.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcast. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
Welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, live from Northside High School. Northrop has a 28-18 lead over the Northside Legends, so let's go over some scoring from that first half. First, for the Northrop Bruins, they had 5 from Thompson, 3 from Kahn, 7 from Scott, 1 from Carsoleo, excuse me if I'm saying that wrong, 7 from Perry, 1 from Salem, 2 from Moore, and 2 from Bragg for the Northrop Bruins. Next, for the Northside Legends, they had 10 coming from their big freshman that was playing big in the half. She had 2 blocks, I believe. Also, number 11, Anaya Woodson. They had 6 from the freshman, number 23, Jalea Page. And then 1 point from number 24, Nakor. See that right there? They had 16 points coming from the freshmen for the Northside Legends in that half. Only 1 point coming from the junior, Nakor, who is used to getting the ball a lot for the Northside Legends. Instead, they went with their younger group and had 16 points from them. That is great and outstanding work, showing what these up-and-coming freshmen will do for this Northside program. Well, we are about 3 minutes left here from starting our second half action. So we'll be back here live with third quarter action live here on SummitCitySports.com.
The Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Come see us in Decatur at the 2733 Auto Mall and shop 7 brands in one location. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Welcome back here live from Northside High School. Northrop up 28-18 in our half for our girls action. We will have the boys action coming up next right after here, about 20 minutes after the girls game ends. In conclusion, I know some of you guys are looking at scores throughout the area, and I just saw one that's crazy at halftime. Snyder's up 29-23 on the Homestead Spartans over there at Snyder High School. As it looks like they're having an outstanding game by those freshmen out there for Snyder. Well, we are about 1 minute from tip. As I mentioned, after this game, we will go into our boys action, where we will feature some of the great athletes here at Northside High School in Bronte Johnson, Bershawn Bassett for the Legends, Kamani Smith, Jaden Smith, Devin Campos for the Northrop Bruins. Well, the teams are gathering up and getting ready to start the second half here at Northside High School, so we will get started and get it going with them for our third quarter action to get this game wrapped up. As it looks like Northrop will start with possession in this third quarter, as they will get 8 minutes up on the clock, and we will get started. So Khan will throw in the ball for the Bruins. She'll throw it in to Scott. Scott will bring it across the timeline. She goes out to Moore. Moore hands it off to Perry. Perry goes back to Khan. Khan goes back to Scott, into Moore. She was trying to get around her defender. Instead throws it up, and rebound is pulled down by Smith, and there's a battle for it actually. And it looks like there will be a jump ball, so possession will go to the Northside Legends. Smith, Davis, Woodson, Page, and Jones are out there on the floor for the Legends. as Paige will make the move, and she gets around her defender and goes up and gets the bucket. For the Bruins on the floor, they have Kahn, Scott, Perry, Thompson, and Moore. As number 40 and Naya Moore tries to get to the lane, instead she is fouled by number 23, Paige, for the Legends. That will be her first, team's first of the half. So Moore will go to the line to shoot 2 for the Bruins.
Her first, team's first.
Naya Moore, talented junior for the Bruins, coming off the bench. She will shoot 2 here. Moore's first one is up. Rattles off the back end of the rim and riles out. As I mentioned in the halftime break, Northside only has 16 points coming from their freshmen. And Moore gets the second. Yes, that is right. Northside has 16 out of their 19 points coming from the freshmen. So number 11, Woodson will bring the ball. She gives it off to Paige. Paige tries to go around her defender. Instead, rebound is pulled down by Scott. Scott brings it across the timeline. She goes into the corner to number 14, Perry. Perry goes back to Scott. Scott is trying to get Thompson to come outside. Instead, hands it off to her. She tried to throw it up, and instead she gets called with the travel after she lifted off of 1 foot. So possession will go to the Northside Legends. Smith will throw in the ball for the Legends. She gives it off to Davis. Davis will bring it across the timeline. She gets a screen from Smith. They go over to number 11, Woodson. Woodson makes a move around her defender, goes outside to Jones. Jones thought about going up for the 3, instead goes inside and gets fouled. So she will go to the free throw line. As that foul will go on number 2. Thompson for the Bruins.
Foul on number 2. Her second.
That would be her second, team's first in the half. Number 10, freshman Olivia Jones. First shot is off the front of the rim. So she will shoot another one here. Jones' second one is up. Goes through. As it is 29-20 Northrop lead. Here with 6 minutes to go here in our third quarter. Scott goes inside to Moore. Moore hands it off to Perry. Perry throws up a floater off the front of the rim. Rebound pulled down by Paige. Paige throws it up to Jones. Jones gets around her defender. Oh, tries to put it up, rattles out. Instead, she goes back in and gets it through. 29-22 Northrop lead. As Scott will bring the ball up to 4 for the Bruins. Scott throws it off to Moore. Moore hands it off to Perry. Perry goes over to Kahn. Kahn goes back to Scott. Scott thought about pulling up for 3, instead does it, so she brings it back out. She calls out the play. They go over to Moore. Moore hands it off to Perry. Perry hands it off to Kahn. Kahn looking to go inside. She does to Thompson. Thompson makes a move around her defender and goes up and gets the bucket. So Northside has the ball now. As they pull up from 3, rattles off the front of the rim, rebound pulled down by Paige off the Legends, and it goes off her hands. So possession will go to the Northrop Bruins. Bringing the ball up to 4 now for the Bruins is Scott. Scott gets it across the timeline. She goes out to Moore. Moore flashes for 3, hands it off to Perry. Perry hands it off to Kahn. Kahn goes inside to Thompson, and Thompson is fouled. That foul will fall on number 23, Julia Page. That will be her second, team second. So number 2, Kendall Thompson, the freshman for the Bruins, will go to the line to shoot a pair. Her first one is up and good. Second one is up off the back end of the rim. Rebound pulled down by Moore. Moore goes up with it Instead, it rattles out. And number 11, Woodson, comes out with the rebound. She goes up to number 10, Olivia Jones, who gets the bucket. Scott will bring the ball quickly up the floor. She goes over to Kahn. Kahn in the corner, pulls up. Rebound pulled down by number 11, Woodson. Woodson makes a move around her defender. She goes up to Davis. Davis brings it across the timeline. She is looking for an opening. Instead goes inside to Paige. Paige battling on Moore. She goes up. Rebound pulled down by Kahn. Kahn gives it off to Scott. Scott has the ball now for the Bruins. Scott gives it over to Moore. Moore goes back to Perry. Perry goes over to Kahn. Kahn was looking to go inside to Thompson. Instead takes it in herself and gets the bucket. 10-point lead here for the Bruins with 4 minutes left here to go in our third quarter. As Northside will take a timeout. Head coach Michael Wallace. And it looks like he will take a full timeout. So we will take one with him live here on SummitCitySports.com. Welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, live on SummitCitySports.com. Northrop has a 34-24 lead over the Northside Legends with 3 minutes and 58 seconds here to go in our third quarter. As Northside has the ball now, they go to Sissy Davis. Davis goes over to Smith. Smith gets out to the three-point line, gives it off to Woodson. Woodson was looking for a screen, instead tries to dribble it around and is pulled down by Scott. And Scott has the ball, and then we'll give a jump ball, so possession will stay with the Bruins. So Scott will throw in the ball for the Bruins. As she will go into number 14, Jasmine Perry, the sophomore. Goes back to Scott. Scott gives it off to Moore. Moore hands it off to Kahn. Kahn gives it back to Perry. Perry trying to dribble around her defender. Number 11, Anaya Woodson, is playing great defense there for the Legends. As Northrop will take over with the ball as it went out of bounds on the Legends. So Kahn has the ball. She throws it on to Scott. Scott gives it up to Thompson. Thompson inside makes a move around her defender and rattles off the front of the rim, and she is fouled. Foul will be called on number 5, Felicia Smith. Her second, team's third. So number 2, Thompson, the freshman, will go to the line to shoot a pair. Her first one is up off the back end of the rim. Thompson, one of the freshmen listed for this Northrop Bruins roster. She is one of the only freshmen listed on the Northrop roster. As her second one rattles off the back end of the rim. Rebound pulled down by number 33, Kessler. They give it up to number 10, Jones. Jones trying to make a move around her defender, instead it gets fouled. Foul will go on number 14, Jasmine Perry. Her first. Team second. Number 5, Smith throws in the ball. She goes to Kessler. Kessler trying to go back door to Jones, instead rolls out of bounds. So possession will go to the Bruins. 10-point lead here with 3 minutes left here to go in our third quarter. As Scott tried to make a move around her defender, Woodson. Anaya Woodson, this freshman, she is playing tough defense here tonight for the Legends. As they are playing on, but we have a sub, so they had no clue what they were doing. As the ref blew the whistle for a sub to come in. And the sub does come in for a Kessler. Nakure comes in for the Legends. And now we will go back to play. Scott throws it into Moore. Moore goes all the way across forward to Thompson. Thompson has two players with her. She goes out to Perry. Perry pulls up from three. Rebound is fought for. And Nakure brings down the rebound. Instead, they're going to call a jump ball. So possession will go to the Legends. Davis will bring up the ball for the Legends. Gets it across the timeline. She goes over to Woodson. Woodson goes inside to Nakure. Nakure tried to make a move around her defender and is fouled. That foul will be called on number 40, Anaya Moore. As I was looking for the foul number on the board, couldn't get it, so we'll play on. Nakure goes up for the ball, and she is fouled by Thompson, so she will go to the line to shoot a pair.
Foul on number 2 for third, team's third.
That first foul was on number 40, Anaya Moore. That was her first. Thompson picks up her third foul here, as Nakure will go to the line to shoot a pair. Her first one off the back end of the rim. The junior, Nakure, will go up for her second. Her second one is up, rattles off the front of the rim, pulled down by Moore. Moore gives it off to Scott. Scott will bring it across the timeline. Maybe, as Woodson is playing tight defense once again. And she actually does get it around. So Kahn will give off the ball. She gives it off to Perry. Perry goes to Moore. Inside, Moore trying to make a move around her defender. Instead gets the double team. So they go outside to Perry. Perry pulls up from three off the front of the rim. Rebound pulled down by Moore for the Bruins. Instead it's stripped away by Nakure. Nakure goes up to Woodson. Woodson goes inside to Nakure. Nakure can't make a move, and she is called for the travel as she was double teamed down low in the paint. So Northrop will take over with possession. 1:59 here to go in our third quarter. As Scott will throw in the ball for the Bruins. She goes into Kahn. Kahn gives it off to Scott as she throws it in. Scott gets it across the timeline. She goes all the way in, feeds it off to Moore, and it's off the front of the rim. Rebound pulled down by Page. Page throws it up to Woodson. Woodson goes up and gets the bucket. Number 11, Anaya Woodson for the Legends, is on fire tonight. She's playing great on both sides of the ball. Moore has the ball now for the Bruins. She hands it off to Thompson. Thompson pulls up, and it goes off the front of the rim, and they give it off to number 11, Woodson. Woodson makes a move around her defender, gets her own rebound, goes back up, and gets the and one. Number 11, Anaya Woodson, the freshman for the Legends. She will go to the line for her and one opportunity as the Legends are cutting into this deficit. 6-point lead here for the Northside Legends. As number 11, Anaya Woodson, the freshman, will go to the line to shoot her and one opportunity. Her first one is up and good. 34-29 Northrop lead. As Scott will do the inbounding for the Bruins. And head coach Kevin Clopton will call a timeout for the Bruins, as he is giving it to his team over there. And he will call a full timeout. So we will take one with you live here on SummitCitySports.com.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. you're invited.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, live on SummitCitySports.com. Live here from Northside High School. Northside has cut into the deficit, is now a 5-point lead for the Northrop Bruins, as Moore will throw in the ball for the Bruins. She goes over to Scott. Scott gives it back to Moore, as Northside has picked up on the full court defense, and Perry gets around her defender, dribbles it back out, crosses over her defender, goes up for the bucket, and it rolls off the front of the rim. Rebound pulled down by Davis. And that ball went off a con for the Bruins, so Northside will take over on possession. As number 1, Davis will throw it into Woodson for the Legends. Woodson gets it across the timeline. She gives it off to number 10, Jones. Jones dribbles inside, pulls up from 16 foot in and out. Rebound pulled down by Moore for the Bruins, and it looks like we got a foul. Foul will be called on number 11, Anaya Woodson. That is her first, team's 4th of the half, so Northrop will throw in the ball. As Northside has picked up on the full court defense, they go into Perry, does Northrop. Northrop goes up to Thompson. Thompson gets it swatted by Page on the Legends. Scott tries to throw it over to Moore instead. Pulled out by Page. Page has the ball now for the Legends. She gives it off to her point, Davis. Davis pulls up from 3. Misses every part of the net, so rebound. And the ball will go to the Northrop Bruins. 31 seconds here to go in our third quarter. 34-29 Northrop lead. As Moore is going to throw in the ball for the Bruins. Instead, they got a foul. Foul will be on number 1, Davis, on the inbounding. That will be her second, team's 5th of the half. Moore throws the ball down the floor. She tried to get it to Kahn. Kahn saves it and actually hit the inbounding line. So Northside will take over on possession as they try to go for the full court outlook there. Couldn't get it. So Davis will throw it into Woodson. Woodson for the Legends. She'll bring it up the court. She gets it across the timeline. There's 25 seconds left here in our third quarter. As Woodson was looking to go to Jones, she does. Jones goes to the rim, and they get a block. Blocking foul called on number 2, Kendall Thompson, the freshman for the Bruins. That is their 16th foul. That will be her 4th of the half. So she has one more foul, and she is fouled up. Off the front of the rim is the first free throw from Olivia Jones. Jones will shoot another one. Her second one is up off the front of the rim. Rebound pulled down by Thompson. Thompson goes over to number 5, Scott. Scott was looking to go ahead to Perry, instead pulls it back out. So Kahn has the ball now. She has it with 3 seconds left, and there's a foul. They called the travel. Travel called on Northrop, so Northside will take over on possession with 3 seconds left here in our third quarter. As Smith will throw in the ball to number 11, Woodson. Woodson has to pull up. She does, and gets the floater, and gets the bucket. They will count it. So it is 34-31. Northrop lead 3. Into the third quarter. We'll be back here for some exciting fourth quarter action live here on SummitCitySports.com. Welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, live from Northside High School. Getting ready for our fourth quarter action of this girls basketball contest. Northrop is a 34-31 lead over the Northside Legends. As I believe Northrop was winning by 10 at the half, and they've cut down their lead. Northside has a 3-point lead. So Northrop will start with the ball. Throwing in the ball for the Bruins will be Scott. Scott gives it into Kahn. Kahn goes over to Perry. Perry goes back outside to Bragg as she just checked in. Bragg goes back over to Perry. Perry pulls up from 3. Off the back end of the rim. Rebound pulled down by Moore, and she is fouled. Foul will be called on number 5, Felicia Smith, for the Legends. That will be her third. Team's 6th of the half. So number 40, Moore, will go to the line for the Bruins. It will be 2 shots here for her. Her first one is up and good. Anaya Moore Jr. started this game today here for the Bruins. As her second one is up and good. 36-31 Northrop lead as Northside has the ball now. Number 11, Woodson has it. Woodson looking to go. She goes over to number 10, Jones. Jones pulls up from 3. Rebound pulled down by Bragg. Bragg gives it off to Kahn. Kahn goes back to Scott. Scott will bring it across the timeline. She does. She gives it off to Perry. Perry goes back to Scott. Scott goes over to Moore. Moore has the ball now. She dribbles inside, goes to the cup, and rattles off the rim. Rebound pulled down by number 5, Felicia Smith. She gets it knocked away. And ball pulled down by Bragg, so they call a jump ball, so possession will go to the Legends. 7:17 here left in our fourth quarter. As I mentioned, the boys game will follow this. Northrop and Northside. Going to be an exciting boys game action, but first we got to finish up this one. So number 10, Olivia Jones for the Legends, has the ball now. She was looking to call Paige outside. Instead, she doesn't, so they go over to number 11, Woodson. Woodson goes back to Jones. Jones goes over to Paige. Paige rattles off the front of the rim. Rebound pulled down by Bragg. Bragg gives it off to number 14, Jasmine Perry. Defense pulled away. Woodson gets the ball. She throws it, tries to throw it up to number 1, Sissy Davis. Instead, there was a big collision there, and they didn't call a foul. So they actually did call a foul. Foul will be called on number 5, Jaisha Scott, for the Bruins. That will be her third, team 7th. So Northside will go to the line to shoot a pair. Shooting will be number 1, Sissy Davis. I believe she's a freshman. Don't have that listed on my roster. Her first one is up, off the back end of the rim, bounces out. Second one rattles out, pulled down by Moore. Moore goes to Scott. Scott goes up to Perry. Bragg pulls up from 3. Misses it. Rebound pulled down by Jones. Jones brings the ball to the floor. She gets it across the timeline, goes into Paige. Paige pulls up from 3. Off the back end of the glass, pulled down by number 5, Scott. Scott brings it up the floor all by herself, and she is fouled. Foul is on number 23, Paige. Her third, team 7th. So Scott will go to the line to shoot a pair. Off the back end of the rim is their first one. Scott, the junior for these Bruins. She is one of the only Northrop Bruins that usually started the game for them. Her second one is off the back end of the rim. And number 11, Woodson, ran in there, tried to run in there for the rebound. Instead, the ball didn't hit the net, so Scott will redo her second shot. Scott's second one is up, back into the rim, pulled down by Bragg. Bragg gets it up for the Bruins. 38-31, Bruin lead here with 6 minutes left to go here in our fourth quarter. Jones has the ball. She tried to go inside. She does. She goes inside to Page. Page tries to make a move around her defender and gets called for the double dribble. So Northrop will take over with possession. Moore will throw in the ball for the Bruins. As Northside is picking up on this full court defense, they go into Scott. Scott trying to make a move around Davis. Does. Goes up to Perry. Perry thought about pulling it up from three instead, dribbles it inside, and she is called for the double dribble. So now Northside will take over on possession after the double dribble call. Smith will throw in the ball for the Legends. She gives it off to number 1, Sissy Davis. Davis has the ball now. She makes a move around her defender, pulls up from three. Off the back end of the rim, rebound pulled down by Kahn for the Bruins. Kahn goes over to number 5, Scott. Scott gives it up to Perry. Perry pulls up from three, wide open, and off the back end of the rim, rebound pulled down by number 5, Smith. Smith gives it up to Jones. Jones bringing the ball down the floor now. She tried to make a move on Moore. Instead, Moore takes it away. Moore goes up to Perry. Perry was looking to go to Bragg, tries to. Instead, it is knocked out to Kahn. Kahn goes over to Moore. Moore goes over to Scott. Scott pulls up from three, off the back end of the rim, and it is pulled out. So Northside will take over on possession. And Northside will call a 30-second timeout. So we will take one with them. 5:06 left here in our third quarter. We'll be back here with some rest of our fourth quarter action live here on SummitCitySports.com.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
I was once.
Welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, live from Northside High School. 38-31 Northrop lead here with 5:06 left to go here in our fourth quarter. Sissy Davis will bring up the ball for the Legends. She gives it off to Jones. Jones goes inside to Page. Off the back end of the rim, rebound pulled down by Woodson. Woodson tried to put it up and misses, so Moore will pull down the rebound for the Bruins. She goes up to Scott. Scott goes up to Perry. Perry goes inside to Bragg, and Bragg gets the bucket.
That would be Bragg again. 4 points to the Bruins.
Legends have the ball now. Woodson does. Woodson goes inside to Page. Off the back end of the rim, pulled down by Moore. Scott has the ball now for the Bruins. She gets through 2 defenders, tries to go over to Bragg. Instead, it goes, looked like it went off a Northside defender instead. Possession will take over for Northside. That looked like it went off a Northrop. Not my judgment. I'm not the one calling the game down there, so we will let the officials do their job, so the ball will go to the Northside Legends. Checking in for the Legends is number 2, Kiara Smith. She is a freshman on this roster. She brings it up the floor. She gives it to Jones. Jones throws it off a Kahn, so Northside will take over possession underneath the basket. Smith will throw in the ball for the Legends. She goes out to number 2. Smith, who just checked in the game, she pulls up and misses. Rebound pulled down by Scott. Scott goes over to Perry in the corner. Perry goes back to Scott. Scott goes over to Bragg. Bragg goes over to Kahn. Kahn goes inside to Moore, and Moore gets around her defender and rattles off the back end of the rim. Rebound pulled down by number 23, Page. Page gives it off to Jones. Jones gives it to Smith, who just checked into the ball game. She goes over to Page. Page goes inside to Woodson. Woodson gets around her defender, pulls up, and gets the bucket. And we got a foul on number 11, Anaya Woodson, for the Legends. As Smith will check out, Sissy Davis will check back in for the Legends. And the Bruins will go to the line to shoot. looks like a 1-and-1 opportunity for number 5, Jaisha Scott. So they're trying to bring a legend in. And Scott's one rattles up and in and out. Rebound pulled down by Bragg for the Bruins. She tried to throw it around to Bohr. Instead, number 5, Felicia Smith for the Legends kicked that ball, so possession will stay with the Bruins. Scott has the ball now for the Bruins. She goes over and top to Kahn. Kahn has the ball now. She dribbles around her defender, goes up for the bucket, and gets fouled. Fouls on the freshman, number 23, Jalea Page. Her 4th, team's 9th. So Kahn will go to the line to shoot a pair. Her first one is up, rattles in and out. Ava Kahn, the sophomore, she started this game. Her second one is up, off the back of the rim. And rebound pulled out by Bragg. That is 2 possessions on free throws that the Bruins have pulled down their own offensive rebound, and they go up and get the bucket. Serenity Bragg, the senior, gets the bucket. Clutch time here for the Legends as Northrop has a 42-33 lead with 3 minutes left here to go in our 4th quarter. Woodson makes a move around her defender. Rebound pulled down by Scott. Scott has the ball for the Bruins. She gets it across the timeline. Goes over to number 14, Jasmine Perry. She pulls up from 3. Misses. Rebound pulled down by Page. Page goes over to Jones. Jones brings it across the timeline for the Legends. She goes over to Sissy Davis. Davis goes inside to Julia Page. Page tries to throw it around her defender instead. Rebound pulled down by Scott. Scott goes up to Bragg. Bragg pulls up, gets the rebound, does Jasmine Perry instead, misses it. So Page will bring the ball down the floor for the Legends. She stops, pops, and it's off the back end of the backboard. Pulled down by number 5, Scott. Scott goes up to Bragg, and Bragg gets the bucket. 44-33 lead here for the Bruins. 2:09 left to go here in our 4th quarter, as head coach Michael Wallace for the Northside Legends not happy as they thought they had the lead. We're going to come back, so we'll be back here for 4th quarter action live here on SummitCitySports.com. Welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, live from Northside High School. Looking about another close score around the area. Snyder is leading Homestead 70-66 in girls basketball in the 4th quarter. So that will be a close one to watch as the SAC conference for the girls will be ending up here soon. But Northside in this game will take over possession. Woodson has the ball. She pulls up. Rebound pulled down by Moore. Moore gets it up to Scott. Scott makes a move around her defender. Tries to go up for it. Instead, is blocked and pulled down by Davis. Davis gives it off to number 23, Julia Page. And is swatted, but saved by Scott, and she saved it to the wrong teammate. As Woodson pulls down that rebound, she goes into Sissy Davis. And looks like we got a foul. So Davis, the freshman, will go to the line for the Legends. This foul is called on number 15. Salem, who just checked back into the ball game. That will be her first teammate. Davis's first one is up and good. 10-point lead here for the Bruins. 1:33 left here to go at Northside High School. Davis's second one is up and good. So Northrop will have the ball here with 9-point lead. Oh, turnover. Smith tried to get it back into Davis. Instead, great defense there by number 11, Woodson. So they try to go over to Moore, as Moore is being double teamed right now. She tried to draw a foul there, but instead, ball will go to Northside. As both boys teams are looking on, they'll get ready and get started. Here 20 minutes after this girls' action rallies up. But Davis throws it into Smith. Smith tries to go out to Jones. And Bragg tried to save that there, but cannot. So Northside will take over with possession. 1 minute left here to go in our fourth quarter, as Smith will throw it into number 10, Olivia Jones, the freshman, and she will go to the line to shoot a pair. Her first one is up and good. 44-36 lead here for the Bruins. 59 seconds here to go in our fourth quarter. As rebound will pull down by the Bruins. So Scott has the ball now. As Woodson's trying to make great defense there on Scott. Jason Scott gets... He thought he got the 10-second violation. Instead, there's a foul on number 11, Woodson. Her third, team's 10th. So number 5, Jason Scott, will go to the line to shoot a pair. Scott's first one is up and good. 9-point lead here for the Bruins. 49.7 left to go in our fourth quarter. As her second one is up off the back end of the rim. Rebound pulled down by Moore for the Bruins, and she goes up and gets it. Smith will throw in the ball to Sissy Davis. As Coach Compton is telling the Bruins defense to play back, as this game is pretty much wrapped up, but Jaisha Scott will bring the ball down the floor. She goes over to Bragg. Bragg pulls up and gets the bucket. 13-point lead here for the Bruins. 24 seconds here to go in our fourth quarter. As Paige has the ball, she goes back out to number 5, Smith. Smith goes over to Jones. And Sissy Davis pulls up from 3. Rebound pulled down off the defender, Jaisha Scott. So Northside will take over with possession. 10.3 seconds left here in our fourth quarter. As Moore will do the inbounding for the Bruins. She throws it into Scott. Scott looks like we'll just dribble this clock out. And she does. So the Northrop Bruins will improve to 7-8 on the season. And the Northside Legends will fall to 1-17 on the season. As we got our final score, the Northrop Bruins win this ball game 49-36. Thanks for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be live here with our boys action for 20 minutes. In about 20 minutes for our boys action. For Hunter Sosheimer, Brendan Porter, my cameraman, we'll be back here with some boys action live here on SummitCitySports.com.